Let's continue our journey and let's discover the RCS success for India with Ibs Ali from 𝗬𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here today. Bear with me if I start to crow because my throat is a little sore this afternoon, so talking might not be the best cure for it. Just a brief introduction to myself. I'm Ibs Ali of Route Mobile. My area of responsibility at Route is to grow connectivity in the EMEA region, primarily for A2P messaging, but of course increasingly and more importantly for RCS these days. So a little bit about Route Mobile. Initially founded in 2004, Route is a publicly listed company offering CPaaS solutions for our customers and mobile network operators. Our portfolio consisting of solutions in messaging, in voice, digital identity more recently, email and SMS filtering and analytics. Headquartered in India, our global acquisitions include 365 for our firewall solution, SendClean for our email delivery platform, Massive, our communications platform based in Colombia, covering the LATAM region, Mr. Messaging, our Europe-based messaging platform, and earlier this year we launched TrueSense, our digital identity arm for secure authentication and reliable identity verification. Our most exciting recent news is that Proximus, the Belgian network operator, in a major push into the global CPaaS space, has agreed to acquire a majority stake of nearly 60% in Route Mobile for just under $700 million USD, which will also bring BICS and US-based Telesign under the same umbrella. Now, while we maintain this increasingly global outlook and focus with the capability to deliver RCS messaging in several dozen countries, Route Mobile is acknowledged as being quite a strong player in its traditionally home market of India, where we have already partnered with the network operator 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧 for live RCS campaigns, with the remaining core operators, the main two, Airtel and Jio, onboarding soon. And this will be my focus today. So jumping straight in, India is a hugely relevant market for RCS. Underlining its importance are the vast number of Android handsets in circulation, 550 million and counting in India alone, 250 million of which are already enabled for RCS chats. So a huge addressable market. Indeed, 1/3 or so of the global RCS market is in India. So my talented product team informed me. Most verticals, as you can see here, are covered: finance, retail, food and beverages, advertising, property, etc. Now, data we have gleaned is suggestive of very high delivery rates across the board. Now, SMS open rates hover around 98-99% with a click-through rate of around 20 to 35%. RCS, in our experience, has comparable open rates across our own customer base, notably so for some verticals such as property and marketing. Click-through rates, however, hover around 10%, with property here being an outlier of over 50%, driven by high demand for rental properties. All very encouraging and all heading in the right direction. So moving on to specific brand cases. This one is 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗧, which translates essentially as money market, so of course in the finance sector. 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗧 has a user base of 1 million users. It provides tailored solutions for all of its customers, financial services requirements, for example, credit rating, personal loans, credit cards, etc. A verified sender ID provides an element of trust in the brand that users are transacting with, which in turn drives higher customer engagement through its rich media campaigns, whilst also gaining an understanding of customer segmentation through detailed analytics, response rate, and click-through ratio. So essentially, what were the outcomes here? Cost per lead via RCS was 30% less compared to similar SMS campaigns run by 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗧, and a click-through ratio of 20% was achieved. delivering optimal value from this campaign. And then moving on to Work India, a recruitment engine, a user base of 500,000 users. Work India is essentially a jobs board, sends alert notifications to users who are seeking employment, as well as registered companies who are actively seeking to recruit. This serves to drive engagement from job applicants and reduces the time and, of course, the associated cost of companies finding and hiring suitable candidates. Also providing real-time support to customers and recruiters with the aim of creating seamless customer experience. Again, some great outcomes here achieved on this campaign, including amplifying the reach by engaging with a targeted customer base, connecting directly a target audience on rich and conversational messaging platform, promoting the job portal, enabling the brand to initiate a chat, sending real-time notifications, interview updates, and reminders. RCS submissions here had 100% deliverability rate with a click-through rate of 5% on this particular campaign. And then moving on to the fundraising sector here. Impact Guru, fundraising organization, in the same vein as, for example, Just Giving, that some of the audience might be familiar with. A relatively small initial user base of 200,000 users, which is rapidly growing. The use case here is essentially when an end user expresses an interest in donating to individuals requiring some level of medical treatment, messages are then triggered. Impact Guru wanted to increase app installs and usage among their current and new web user base. The aim was to maximize their reach to donors in raising more funds for the needy. The outcomes here include reaching out to additional donors in order to raise maximum funds. Customer response rates were twice as high as comparable SMS campaigns conducted by Impact Guru, which is quite a feat. And this particular campaign resulted in a click-through rate that was 80% higher than similar SMS campaigns. And in doing so, doubled the active RCS user base. So a particularly useful campaign in the fundraising sector. And the final one I'd like to talk about is Flipkart, an e-commerce marketplace with 500,000 user base. Now, Flipkart Wholesale is a Kirana e-commerce site that sends out information when there are sales throughout the festival season in India. Now, Kirana are small, family-owned convenience stores that are a ubiquitous feature of India's retail landscape, prevalent in every town, many new rural spots, so they have a distinct advantage over many city-based superstores that are inaccessible to many in rural regions. Technology is essentially transforming the way they do business, in part driven by the COVID pandemic, and in this case by sending coupons using rich cards, allowing a combination of media, text, suggestions in one message. And sending seasonal offers through the RCS carousel, which is a horizontally scrollable carousel of up to 10 rich cards in one specific message. Users can simply swipe through each card, click through to the offers that interest them. What makes this one even more compelling is the ability to send messages in regional languages, Tamil, Punjabi, and Hindi, for example. And the main outcomes here are that Flipkart is transforming the Kirana retail ecosystem in India by leveraging technology. We want RCS messaging to add value to our goal of transferring commerce in India. Flipkart are making best use of rich cards to entice users by giving them choice via the carousel. And in this case, RCS submission has a 100% read and delivery rate and a click-through rate of 2%. This is expected to grow over time as the user base increases. And the final word on Route Mobile's RCS solution. Google provides the messaging as a platform service to operators or aggregators for sending RCS messages to end users. Route has created an RCS hub by integrating with those operators who provide an RCS service, and of course organizations like .go, who are in the audience today, to deliver RCS messages globally with the aim of bringing increasing numbers of customers on board. We can also help operators with our technical and managed service capabilities. So essentially, in the emerging markets in the Asia Pacific region, we can do some of the heavy lifting that might be required. So thank you very much for taking the time and patience and allowing me to speak today.